Welcome to lesson 126 of algebraic concepts, or lesson 2126 overall. Today we're going to multiply polynomials. Okay, so here's our objective, vocabulary, some pictures. So this is multiplying horizontally. Here's multiplying using the box method, as we saw with binomials. And so let's multiply, start by using the box method. Let me show you what we're doing here. So if we take x squared, 4x, and negative 12, remember the sign in front of the term goes with the term, and we make a box. I could have made a better box. And then let's do x plus 4 and another one. So x times x squared becomes x cubed. 4 times x squared becomes 4x squared. Then 4x times x becomes 4x squared. Then 4 times 4x becomes 16x minus 12x minus 48. And now what we have to do is add all of these terms together, and you will see on the box the diagonals have the same terms. So we get x cubed plus 8x squared. 16x minus 12x is plus 4x minus 48. And this is what we're left with when we multiply using the box method. So if we multiply horizontally, so basically I am going to distribute the n squared first. So let me write it out like I did before with binomials. N squared times 2n squared minus 3n minus 3 plus 2n times 2n squared minus 3n minus 3, and then plus 6 times 2n squared minus 3n minus 3. So n squared times 2n squared is 2n to the fourth minus 3n cubed minus 3n squared. Then 2n times 2n squared is 4n cubed minus 6n squared minus 6n plus 12n squared minus 18n minus 18. Okay, now what I have to do is identify all of my like terms. I only have one term to the fourth, so I'm going to take my cubes, and the sign in front of it goes with the sign. I'm going to identify my n squares with blue, and then I'm going to identify my n's. And I only have one non-variable term or constant term and one term to the fourth power. So rewriting this in blue, you get 2n to the fourth. Negative 3n cubed plus 4n cubed is plus 1n cubed, and that's all I have, plus n cubed. You could put the 1 in there, it's not necessary. So I took care of those. I cross them out as I take care of them. And now I'll look for my blue lines. Negative 3n squared minus 6n is negative 9n squared, plus 12n is plus 3n squared. So now I mark those out of the way. Now I'll take my n's, my green terms. 6n minus 18 is negative 24n minus 18. And there we are. That is our new polynomial. Okay, so now multiplying vertically is a little tricky. I'm going to show it to you. You may not like it. You may like it. I don't know. So this is exactly like multiplying two numbers. So if I had 131 times 22, you would go 2 times 1 and so on, and then put your 0 and then start with the 2 times 1, which is 262, and this is 262. And then you go ahead and add like that. So our numbers are different. So what we will really see is, remember, this negative goes with the 3. So negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. Negative times negative is positive, so plus 3x. And then minus 6x squared. And now what we do is put a 0 for place, just like we're multiplying regular numbers. X times 2 is 2x. And now you see all your terms line up neatly. You might like this method, you might not, but it lines up neatly. And now when we add them, we get 2x cubed, negative 6 plus negative 1 is negative 7x squared, 3x plus 2x is 5x, minus 6. So I showed you 3 different ways of multiplying polynomials. You can use the box method, the horizontal method, or the vertical method. Make sure you're careful about lining up your polynomials, lining up your numbers that you multiplied, and just be careful to use the rules of multiplication or distribution or the box. The box might be the easiest method. It might be. I'm not sure. It's whatever you like. So those were our examples. Please work on the practice problems, and I will see you at the end of the video for a recap. Okay, problem 1. I am going to multiply using the box method. So I'm going to put y squared, 3y, and 9. And I always like putting my trinomial on top. That's just me. You can do it whatever way you like. So y, 3. So you get y cubed. 3y times y is 3y squared. 9 times y is 9y. 3 times y squared is 3y squared. 3 times is 9y. 3 times 9 is 27. So, like I said before, if you go on the diagonals, it all lines up. So you get y cubed plus 6y squared plus 18y plus 27. Okay, so now I'm going to multiply this one horizontally. So I'm going to take 5a squared and times it to a whole polynomial or the trinomial. plus 2a on the outside, and it has to distribute. Minus 1 times 3a squared minus 4a plus 4. And so you get 15a to the fourth minus 20a cubed plus 20a squared plus 6a cubed minus 8a squared plus 8a, excuse my sloppy handwriting here, minus 3a squared plus 4a minus 4. Okay, now let's identify our terms. We know that a to the fourth and negative 4 are going to be the only ones. So let's take our cubes. It's only 2 cubes. Let's take our squares, 3 squared terms, and our a terms. Okay, there we go. So now, rewriting this, 15a to the fourth minus 20a cubed plus 6a is negative 14a cubed. Cross them out as I use them so I don't get confused. 20a squared minus 8a squared is 12a squared minus 3 is plus 9a squared. 8a plus 4a is plus 12a minus 4. And that is the answer that I get. Okay, now look at this one. This is one you haven't seen before. You have 3 products. So what I'm going to do and how we're going to do this is turn these binomials into a trinomial. So what I'm going to do is FOIL first, the outers, the inners, and the last. I'm going to FOIL two binomials to make it a trinomial. So you get z squared plus 2z plus 1z plus 2 times z minus 3. I am going to simplify. I get z squared plus 3z. I could have used that formula, but I didn't feel like doing it. Plus 2 times z minus 3. And from here, you can use the box method. You can multiply vertically, horizontally, any way you want. So let's see. I'll just multiply vertically since I haven't done that in these problems. Okay, so negative 6 minus 9z minus 3z squared. Put a 0 there for place. So you get 2z. And I'm adding plus 3z squared plus z cubed. All right, z cubed minus 3z squared plus 3z squared cancels out. I'm left with minus 7z minus 6. Look at that. And for our final problem, I am going to multiply this one. Let's try the box method with 2 trinomials. Let's see what happens. 2b squared, 5b, and 1. And you get 4b squared minus 7b and 9. So I'm going to warn you again and again and again. Please take the sign in front of the number. It goes with the term. If it's positive, you don't have to worry about it, but we have negative 7b. So here we go. You get 8b to the fourth because we're multiplying, 20b cubed, and then 4b squared. Negative 14b cubed, negative 35b squared, negative 7b, 18b squared, 45b, 9. Okay, let's work our magic here. Going down the diagonals. Okay, we get 1 b to the fourth term, 8b to the fourth. I know that looks like 86 to the fourth, but excuse my sloppy handwriting. Plus 6b cubed. It's just the way I write. I'm left-handed, so forgive me. 35 minus 22 is negative 13b squared. And then 45 minus 7 is 38. Okay, there we go. And that is our answer. So thank you for watching this video. Please watch some of the earlier videos in this series. If this is a little too advanced or I went a little too fast or whatever. And I hope to see you on the next video. Still got a couple more coming on polynomials.